Hello and welcome everybody, my name is Wolfwood and we are here for the Star Wars The Old Republic Let's Play with our Imperial Agent Part 3. So today we're gonna cover up a few things. To start with, there's a big changes since the last time I played. First off, there is a server merge that happens on all the Star Wars servers. So we are down to about 10 servers I think right now. So few things happened because of that, so I'll talk about it right now and I'll start playing. And yeah, so let's go about that. So first thing first, since the server merge happens, there's, like I said, a few things that goes with it. First thing that happened to me is that I got like about 15 to 20 characters on the same server, so I had to delete a few of them, and I had copies of another character because I had already made a Jedi Knight on another server, and now I'm back on that server and I have another Jedi Knight. And what happened as well, if you see my name right now at the bottom left, I had to change it again because somebody already had Shadow as a name, so that had to be done. Except from that, there's a few changes. There was more people on the server. For instances, because firstly, server merge, you're gonna say that like all the lower population server are gonna be merged in one server, all the high population server as well, so the server can have way more people than before. It's the new technology they're using for their servers, but there's a little things happening with that, is that we got lower frame rates because there's so many players on it. I'm pretty sure they will fix it in a few patches. They're already working out a lot of problems with the frame rates, but right now we're gonna have to play with a little bit lower frame rate, and I'm thinking maybe to lower the graphics, maybe taking out the shadows or something like that, just to get a better frame rates. But for now it seems okay to be playable with a lower character, so we'll continue with that. Another things I wanted to talk about right now, I've seen on the two other videos I post on, the screen was a bit chopped off on the top and on the bottom of the screen. So we were missing the information at the bottom of the screen when I was doing conversation, and same thing on the top when we weren't seeing the quest and all that stuff. So I'll just shoot that guy. There we go. And there's a few other things I wanted to say. So let's just continue on with our questing, and I'll talk about it as we go. So as you can see right now, there's way more people on the server. Usually we're about 15 to 20% on a planet, and starting planets are usually between now 45 to 70 people at a time. So which is a good thing, but they really need to fix up the frame rate issues because that's bad. That's really bad. But if we pass over that, there's really a lot of good things coming on. There's the next patch coming soon, the patch 1.4, which is gonna give us a lot of more stuff inside of it, and new operations. There will be modification for the group finder. Group finder will be able to let you go back to the place you were before. So when you exit the flashpoints or the operation you were doing, you won't be forced to do all the way back and walk your way or use your ship to go back to the planet you were before. So that's a really good thing. So we are right now in Nemral's palace, and I just got a quest right here, so I'm gonna talk to her and let's see what she has to say.
Hello there, my chiss friend.
Well, hello.
Don't say anything yet. Act casual. We're old friends who met by chance. Catching up. Mutual friend thinks it's important that you acquire some new skills and weaponry. I've arranged a contact in Jaguna to get you started. Now pretend we're all caught up and leave, casually.
Hey,
Great
catch you
seeing
later,
again.
buddy.
Keep in touch.
You too, Blade. Be safe out there.
Oh, don't worry about me. Okay. So one undercover mission as always. Just looking at the map, sure, going the right place. You can see by the green doors here saying it's an Imperial Agent phase, so two Imperial Agents won't be able to enter at the same time, except if they allow it in the option. But if I complete my mission, you will have to get out and come back in to complete his mission as well. So it's not really good to have two of the same classes at the same time doing their missions, but you can do it. Another thing, if it's a red door like that, there's two things. It's gonna be you already have done the quest mission, or you're not already there, or in that case it's a bounty hunter phase, so I will never be able to enter there with my Imperial Agent except if I have a bounty hunter in my party and he's doing his class quest. So let's go inside of here. But one thing that is really good about the Old Republic is all the artwork. The way that they made it, it's really inside the Star Wars universe. A lot of stuff that been worked out about it, and I really like it. Oh, so we have an interruption. A little
The pirate's
loading.
on his way. Security droids say he's armed, but he won't be trouble.
Let's hope not. Here he is now.
I'll go tell the boss.
This is Carol's. Tell the throne room that the blades arrived.
Well,
When Nemro
hello.
shows, stay at least 5 meters back and don't come up unless you're called. One wrong move, and you're a pile of ash.
I understand. I'm not here to cause trouble.
Not
Just
yet.
going over the rules. You've got a reputation, and we don't want any problems. Allow me to present Nemro the Hutt, the illustrious crime king of Jaguna.
Didn't he say 5 meter? To me like 1 or 2 meters, or whatever. I don't know if you have watched the Star Wars movies, but Nemro is kind of a big Hutt, because if you watch any of the Star Wars original films with Jabba inside of it, I'm pretty sure it was almost the same size as Han Solo, so this one is a really big one.
Trinkets, Great Nemro, nothing more.
Oh, I think you will like that.
Not bad. Nemro, the idols here are real Orodium. The cloth looks like...
Manama asha bicho. Kipuna malituta odmishka kabano tasema. Ki obaki wata bangi danko batoga wata.
Enjoy my slaves and wallow in opulence. I'll take the enjoy my slave, but I'm not gonna follow with the opulence thing. I'll let Mr. Nemro keep it. So thank you.
I'm very grateful. You got quite a place here.
Haiji manara. Gumba jiji. Gonti. Noli makichisa.
Kikuna mo. Uban chone alipa. Istin koto.
So it seems to be a war between Fataras and Nemro here, which are two Hutts battling for territories.
Kasuyali koira tokamdi kong.
Oh yeah,
Looks like
and
your audience with Nemro
in
is
Star
over.
Wars, the Old Republic,
You'll have to
there's
forgive the
the
interruption.
Hutt cartel, so all the Hutt are
I've been
going
working for that
together
Hutt
for
since he
some
killed
rules,
my
but
gang when I
since they are
was
Hutts,
13.
you
Trust
never
me,
know when
you
they're
can't
gonna
talk to him when
cross
he's
you
like
over
this.
and all this stuff.
What's all this about Fathra?
We're having trouble with the Fathra clan, and it's getting to all of us. Fathra's out of line, but the Hutt cartel hasn't bothered to interfere.
Okay, so here I'll just ask about the Hutt cartel so we have more information about it.
I'm not sure I understand. Why would the Hutt cartel be involved?
According to cartel rules, Nemo and Fathra are supposed to stick to their territories. And Fathra's decided cartel rules don't apply. Now look,
And there we go.
I need to work up new plans with security, and keep an eye on Tathlosian to keep him from suggesting anything stupid. In the meantime, you're a guest, and you've got our permission to do business here. You got the run of the palace, so I'll see you around.
Thank you. Who's that woman in the back? If I guess right, this should be our first companion. I won't get her right now, but it should be the first companion we have. New codex entries. Yeah, that's an interesting thing about the Star Wars, the Old Republic, is that you can have your quest in the quest log, so if I open it right now, but there's a codex section, so if you go to the codex tab at the bottom, you can look at, for example, the titles, why you got this title, game rules, all the information of the lore and stuff is already inside the game, so you don't have to search for it on the internet. And another thing that's really cool, when we get to level 10 and we have a companion, is when you get your first crew skills. It's pretty much like your crafting skills, if I can say. What happens is that you can click on the first crafting skills, so crew skills that you will get, and it will tell you which one is supposed to go with it, so you don't get the wrong one. Like for example, if you're getting the synth weaving, which is the making of armoring for all the Jedi or Sith users, so the Force users gonna have armors, and if you don't get the right gathering skills with it, for example, if you have played WoW and you take, I don't know, like for example, you take leather working and then you go mining with it, it's not gonna work. You have to have skinning with it. So this is principally the same thing. So you just have to have the right stuff with it, but you don't have to search, okay, which one goes with which one. You just pick up the one you want to do, and then you go to the section here in the codex, and there will be a section about crew skills, and it will tell you you have to take this one and this one with it if you really want to make it work. So that's pretty good.
I know
Got
every
new
trick
skills.
of the
And a
trade.
quest completed as well. Cool. Nice grenade.
Trust no one.
It's gonna do splash damage between 58 to 68 kinetic damage, and that's pretty nice. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the cover system that the Imperial Agent use, as well as the Smuggler on the Republic side. The cover system is really gonna give you not more skills, because some skills are available only for you when you are in cover, but give you access to put some skills that you want to do. For example, here I can put the grenade here, but I'm not forced to put it inside the cover bar. When the cover bar shows up, I can have other skills to switch to it. So for example, if I want to enter a fight and I don't have the grenade inside of it, then I can start the fight by throwing grenade, then going to cover and have my other skills. So that's real neat. The only downside to the cover system I found out is that sometimes you just don't want your character to go in certain places to cover, and it's just gonna make your aim of sight not available, so you don't see the enemies well, and your character is just like cannot see target. And that's a big problem for me, because if I want my character to be able to cover here, that's alright, but sometimes, like if you see the cover system, see here I have to go cover behind the rock, but if I just press cover system, it will go over there, and inside of a patch they fix it up to make your character just go to the covers in green when you run. So for example, if I was running and then press cover, I will go to the rocks and cover behind it. But problem is that right now they took out this option to let you just put yourself in cover like this on places when you're not running, and I don't know why they did that, but the problem is with that, like I said before, I'm not going in the right place. Okay, sorry. So as I was saying before, is sometimes you won't be able to see your enemies because they won't be in your aim of sight, so you have to move, and that's a bit bothersome. But except from that point, the cover system is really a nice add-on to the gameplay aspect, because you're used to the regular distant attack. If you're playing, like for example, I'm really gonna use a lot of example from the World of Warcraft game, because it's pretty much the same mechanics they're using. So they're based on the World of Warcraft mechanics, they just made it more Star Wars, and they put up a few little modifications. For example, the cover system that doesn't exist in WoW, but here. For example, instead of just being a hunter and attacking from distance, then you really have to cover up your character, and you can have two ways of playing it, you can say. This is the end of our part 3, and we have to continue on the next part. So thank you all, and see you next time.